It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said she got it, if you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up, real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, pressure, yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes, 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 no.
You tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Saturday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Saturday, baby. Listen, y'all, we're gonna rock out with our out, okay? Child, it's a boring Saturday. It ain't got too much going on, but we got, I told y'all I had found the decree in my documents the other day, or was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday, child. So we're gonna get into this custody part, right? And try to put two and two together. Let me see who we got up in here. They would want to start barking right when I get on live. These my cheering, y'all, my cheering. And not the cheering, but the dog cheering. Hey, Miss Tracy. Hey, Terry, bro. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming through with the copyright and fair use. Hey, Monet, Miss Margaret. We got Brown Sugar. We got Miss Ashley, Miss R. Chapman in the building, Miss Yolanda, discussion board, Miss Love Mel, Miss Rebecca, Christina T, Miss Jackie. We got Miss Marlena, It Don't Matter, Miss Dee Dee, Miss Shalene, Diamond Ruff in the building, Miss Cedar U, Michelle Spikes, Latte Eminem, Miss Yolanda. We got Miss Geraldine, Miss Rebecca Cry, Jazz So Jazzy, Lesbian Measures, Adrian in the building. Who else? Miss Glenda, Miss Veronica. We got Miss Renee, Miss Clarice. No More Drama. Okay. Let me see. Miss Charlene. We got, hold up, let me go down, y'all. The other Miss Renee in the building. We got Miss Portia. We got Kira, Life with Key, Brandy, Snoopy. Shout out to you. Let me see. Shout out to Miss Geraldine for coming through with the first super chat blessing to crank this thing off. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support, my love. It don't matter. Go down, Miss Valencia. Who else? Who else in here? Chosen by God. I don't expect too many people because it's Saturday, y'all, but y'all never know. Because this grown folk over here, so we don't be in these streets like these youngsters. Okay? So we might get a little thick. We might get a little heavy in the chat. Solid as a rock in the building. Tokyo Blues. Gossip with Claire. Demetria. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Yes, come through, y'all, and hit the like button on your way in. I shouldn't have to fuss every day about that like button, child. If y'all would like to bless me monetarily, you can cash out me $1 Dupac one. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You are appreciated. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Every live stream, I do have a goal set. I have a goal set today. It's not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated as it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream, y'all. Okay? Okay. Anyways, shout out to all my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. I did promise y'all members only live. So we will be having a members only live tomorrow morning sometime. I don't know the exact time yet, but y'all gonna get a members only live, okay? And hit the like button. That's free. Make sure y'all watching them ads. That's also free. Please do not skip the ads, y'all. That is crucial to support me, okay? Don't skip the ads, baby. Who is messaging me soon as I get on live? Okay, it's just an email. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I ended up finding the divorce decree in my own documents. I was looking everywhere for it, y'all, hitting people up who got it, and I had it. Which is funny because I pretty much got everything. But anyway, so we're gonna go over the child custody portion of the divorce decree. And the remainder of the decree I'm gonna do on members only tomorrow because it's them people business, child. Okay? Listen, it's a lot of business in that decree. So we're gonna go over the child's custody portion, and hopefully, seeing that can kind of give us a little insight as to why these contempts being issued out. Let's say that we're gonna try to put two and two together, y'all, on this good old Saturday because we ain't got nothing else to do. So make sure y'all get y'all wine, y'all popcorn, y'all Coca-Cola, whatever y'all drink, and get comfortable. Okay? Let me see. Did I miss anybody? No. Did y'all see she showed the twins with the Grinch filter? Yeah, we seen it. Child, she better quit playing with the people. Technically, she didn't show them because it's a filter, but she need to quit playing with them people. and then get mad when they say certain things like, why aren't you showing their faces? Why tease the people? If you say you're going to keep your babies off camera, keep them off camera in its entirety. Like, come on now. But anyways, she grown, she do what she want. That's her platform. But you also got to take what comes with that, which is the constructive criticism. And we all know she don't like to take that. Okay. And I did put a video together for y'all. I'm gonna drop it after this live. I just gotta upload it. I finished it today. That's why it took me so long to jump on this live, because I was putting a video together. So I'm gonna upload it once I might start uploading it while I'm on live after I ain't gonna be able to do it because I'm gonna have to read them documents. But once we get off live, it'll be uploaded, y'all. Hey, Miss Angela B. Hey, Miss Nina. The other Miss Valencia in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. Please hit that like button. Okay, y'all, we might as well get straight into it because it's a few pages. Y'all know I like to talk. So let's see. Let's see. I ain't gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna just read it to y'all because I ain't feel like sending it to my email to present it and all of that. And then half of the time y'all can't even see the words anyway. So it really don't pay, y'all. All right, let's see. Okay. Do I need to read this part? This is just a settlement agreement. Hold on, y'all. I don't need to read this page. Okay, we're gonna start at custody and visitation. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, Beyond Compare Creations. Miss Brenda Cash in the building. Miss Dina. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming through and giving your girl a view. Okay. Hopefully my voice don't start cracking because I start reading all of this stuff, y'all. And I got a slight headache that's been lingering all day. I don't know why. Probably because I stayed up so late and then woke up so early to go get my hair braided. That's probably why I need to take a nap, y'all. Okay, so it starts off number one, separate and apart, right? So it says the parties shall continue to live separate and apart. Wait, I lied. I didn't want to read that part. My bad, y'all. That ain't nothing anyways. It ain't nothing important. Custody and visitation is what we get. So it says a welfare of the child. Each party loves their minor child and desires that that their child should continue to enjoy and benefit from a close and nurturing relationship with both parents. Despite the civil dissolution of the marriage, each shall encourage their child to develop close and nurturing relationship. Y'all clock this part, okay? Clock this part because y'all know for the most part, all of this been playing out on social media. Like the conduct of each party, the back and forth involving the child, all of that has been playing out. So just clock what was mutually agreed upon in this divorce decree concerning the child, and then visualize in your mind the behavior that we've been witnessing. Thank you, Renizzo. Thank you, my love. Thank you for that super chat blessing. Um, Mods, if y'all in here, please keep me updated on the likes and the super chat goal if you don't mind. That way we can see if it's doing what it needs to do, baby. Okay? Who y'all? All right. Let me see. Let me see. So let me read that part again because I really want y'all to clock this part. Hold on. Okay, it says each child encourage their child to develop close and nurturing relationships with the other parent, and each shall refrain from conduct which does or may undermine a positive relationship between the child and the other parent. Each part, we already know who did that. We seen the antagonizing and all of that on Facebook. Each party is hereby enjoined and restrained from doing or attempting to do, or THREATENING to do, any act that injures, maltreats, vilifies, intimidates, molests, or harass. I should have started that word, child, because we still 14, only 14 minutes in, and you two be tripping. Or harasses the adverse party or the child of the parties in any manner, including but not limited to social media, internet, podcasts, talk shows, etc. This provision includes using third parties or the child to do these acts. Neither party shall use law enforcement and or child protective services to harass, disparage, or vilify the other party slash parent. And y'all already know, if y'all remember, LaOnya tried to be slick with a contempt. Well, she tried to get the police involved when RH kept calling her phone because he couldn't get through to through with the parenting app. Y'all remember that? And RH ended up bringing the police to her house, but she ended up going out of town allegedly, or so say. Yeah, that was a contempt also that that was in the past. So it says, hold on, let me see where I stopped off. Read the law enforcement part. There shall be no interference from third parties in regards to any arrangements for visitation. Hence the daddy. He's third party. He shouldn't even be dropping baby girl off or picking her up. It's supposed to be RH or LaOnya unless there is an emergency, y'all. Okay. So it says there should be no interference from third parties in regards to any arrangements for visitation, pickup of the child, or communication of the child with either parent. The party shall refrain from conduct in the child's presence which does or may present a poor example or role model, and shall not cause the child to act as uh intermediary. Child, Lord have mercy, y'all. That word. I don't know what that is, child. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me sound it out like them cheering. Intermediary. I hope that's right. Between them, nor shall either parent criticize the other in the presence of the child. Ooh, we already know what's been going on. We just seen it, y'all. We just seen it. Hey, D Ham. I see Terry saying, hey. I don't see you though. Hey, Miss E. Hey, Michaela. Hey, I don't see D Ham coming. Hey, Brittany. Oh, okay, I see it. Um, that's definitely a contempt, Ham. That's already in the paperwork. I don't know if you was up to date on it, but RH filed that soon as it happened. Okay. Hey, Miss Amanda. So he got like 21 contempts, y'all. He ain't playing with her. He is not playing. Okay. So it says, let me see where we stopped off. The party shall refrain from conduct in the child's. Okay, I read that part. Hold on. Each party shall communicate to the other all relevant information concerning the child's health, physical or emotional, education, and welfare. And y'all know what let me say this. Let me put this little bug out here. Y'all know what I would be surprised about? I would be really surprised because when I just read um that each party is supposed to communicate to the other relevant information concerning the child's health, physical and emotional, mental, psychological, all that falls under emotion. It's all pretty much in the same family. So when LaOnya was on the internet crashing out behind your nostrils and telling the whole internet that he was abusing her, yeah, certain things were supposed to be communicated to RH because those kids were in the home while that was taking place, right? So it's gonna be real interesting to see how this upcoming court date goes, y'all. Because a lot of that, let me just say, them documents were sealed for a reason. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of that is not included. So it says, hold on, let me see where we at. Except in emergency situations, all communication shall be by means of our family wizard, the parenting app. Each party shall keep the other advised as to his or her residence address, mailing address, and telephone number where each can be reached in the case of an emergency. Further, any change in phone number shall be communicated to the other party immediately on our family wizard. The party shall pay for The Owl Family Wizard app for any and all non-emergency communications related to the child. Okay. And B says legal, custody, education, religion, extracurricular activities, non-emergency health care. All right. That's just a section under that one. So next it says, hold on, let me drink some of my coffee. Please, y'all, as y'all come in, hit the like button. Thank you. If you can contribute to my goal, please do. Don't be stingy. Okay? Bless your girl. If you can't, just run them lights up. That's all I ask. Okay, it says the parties, hold on, let me make it bigger. The parties agreed that they shall share joint legal custody of their minor child as contemplated. Oh, and let me say this, y'all. This is the divorce decree. This was finalized last year in March or April, right? So this is not what's going on now, if that makes sense. Y'all, we all know that RH then, put in a request for full physical custody, not full, y'all, because it's a difference. For legal physical custody, it's a difference. When you request full, you asking for full, no visitation for the other parent or anything. He's basically asking for the roles to be reversed, where he gets legal physical custody, where Momo stay with him and then get visitation with the mom. So basically, them switching their roles. Okay, so this is just the divorce decree. All right, but I'm reading it so we can kind of make them contempts make sense and see what validates what. Okay, the parties agree that they shall share joint legal custody of their minor child as contemplated by Official Code of Georgia Section 199-6 with the mother as the primary custodian. Each party shall have equal access to the child's health, educational, and other records. Each shall promptly notify the other of illness, accident, or other serious matter affecting the child and shall endeavor to make a joint decision in order to further the child's best interest. And we all know that one of the contempts that was filed was in reference to RH going to the school to check on his child's progress and overall, you know, success as far as school is concerned, and he was turned away. Some documents were given where it excluded him from being able to visit the child's school and check, speak with the teachers about her overall success at their school. So a contempt was filed in reference to that, y'all. That's one of the contempts. Okay. Hey, Miss Lena. Hey, Carmen. All right. So it says each party is entitled to attend and be present for any school event, doctor's appointment, or any other event pertaining to the child. I wonder if that baby even been to the doctor since they separated is the question. Or each might have to bring his baby to the doctor himself. Has she been to the dentist? Has she been to the doctor for a physical, a general health physical? Like that's he got some work to do. Okay, he got a lot of work to do because she got her hands full, baby. Right now with them twins, she got her hands full. So if I was him, it's a lot he need to check into to make sure she's getting the best care that is needed. Concerning her overall well-being. All right, and that's why I said it's really not a bad idea. It's a lot of people that's looking at it from a certain aspect, but RH is one person, and it's not like he has other kids living with him. He can give baby girl individual quality time and attention. Not only got her hands full, she constantly at Janasha's house playing house with just their little family, while the other kids allegedly stay back at her condo, townhouse, whatever it's called. So allegedly. So it's like, why not? You was willing to allow your boys to go stay with Sleepy. And they said no. Even though from what I heard, he didn't want that anyways. So yeah. And that was on the first episode of her Facebook show, her Just Being show, y'all, where she had that conversation with her kids, and she was telling not just the boys, kids. saying if y'all would want to go stay with y'all dad, I wouldn't have a problem with that. And then she started talking to the boys saying, because it's things that he could teach y'all that I can't, right? So I think Lala was the first one to answer and said no, no. Like most kids not gonna want to go where there's discipline and structure. They're gonna want to stay with the parent who let them do whatever they want to do, who barely pays them any attention. Okay. Hey, Miss Laurie. All right. So where we at, y'all? Let me see. Let me see. So it says, I read that part. The father and mother shall have the right to have lunch with the child at daycare or school to the extent that the daycare or school allows such visits. The father and mother shall have the right to talk with the teachers or administrators at the school and have a discussion regarding anything pertaining to the child, including but not limited to the child's grades or conduct. So why was he turned away from the school again? For the ones in the back that was more so concerned as to, how long has it? We ain't never seen him go visit the school. I it's the deflecting to non stuff of non importance for me. Like, why not praise the man for even doing it? Most men don't even do that. Don't go check on no child well being at school. How they grades going. You don't see too many single fathers doing stuff like that. Not saying that some don't, because they like to say, "Oh, I know somebody." I said not too many. I ain't say all men don't do it. Okay, I said it's rare, but like I just don't understand it, y'all. How do we make the good stuff a problem? That is crazy to me. Oh, child. So it says the father and mother shall have. Okay, I read that part. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Grace. The father and mother shall have equal access to complete, detailed information from any pediatrician, general physician, dentist, consultant, or specialist attending the child for any reason whatsoever, and shall be furnished with copies of any reports given by the latter or any of them to the other parent. Or H, if you listening, have you gotten any reports about baby girl's well-being, health, teeth, or any of the above since y'all separated? Because y'all ain't been together since 2022. That's over 2 years now. That's well over 2 years now. October 22 will be 3 years y'all been separated. So have you gotten any briefing on baby girl's health? Do she need caps? How many cavities she got? Because all of that is crucial. Kids are supposed to go to the dentist twice a year and more if there are any complications, any problems, any problem areas in the mouth, then it's more than that. But if you got, your child ain't got no cavities or anything like that, it's recommended to go twice a year as a child. Okay. So I'm confused. Did he get any information concerning her health, any health issues, anything wrong with her little heart? Has an EKG been done? Just the regular stuff that they do at the pediatrician to check on a child's well-being. You know, just the normal stuff, nothing too major, because he's supposed to get this, y'all. I guarantee you, he ain't got none of that. The way she's so dry in that Parent Wizard app from them screenshots that was attached to the contempt, you could tell if she giving one word answers, like she don't even want to communicate with him. Doggone well she ain't sending him no health reports, which is crazy. But hey, because I know out here, I don't know how they do it in Georgia, but I know out here, um, it's certain things that kids have to have to even go to school. Like you have to have certain things. They have to go to the dentist because all of that you have the schools require the paperwork for that before they can even enroll here, and that's public and private school. Got to be up to date on immunization and all of that. So that's real interesting. Exactly, Brandy. Hmm. All right. So, but that's for him to know, y'all. Maybe she did give it to him. Maybe not. We don't know. But I highly doubt it. Okay. So let me see where we at. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where I stopped off at. Okay. Wait, I read that part. Okay, let me read that part again. The father and mother shall have equal access to complete detailed information from any pediatrician, general physician, dentist, consultant, or specialist attending the child for any reason whatsoever and shall be furnished with copies of any reports given by the latter or any of them to the other parent. The father and mother shall have equal access to complete, detailed information from any teacher or school in which the child is enrolled and shall be furnished with copies of any reports given by the teacher or school or any of them to the other parent. Everything that goes on, and that's why I think people don't understand what it means to have joint legal custody. She got physical custody, which means baby girl lives in her home. But they have joint legal custody, y'all. So everything that goes on with baby girl, she's supposed to let him know, make him aware. Everything. Every single thing. It's like the child has been split down the middle, 50% for you, 50% for him. And this is why you don't get them people, don't put them people in your business unless you absolutely have to. But as we all know, we all watch the same saga. RH didn't give that girl no signs showing her that that she needed to take him to court. Well, of course for the divorce, but he filed for the divorce, but for child support and all that, that man didn't give her no signs of that. Matter of fact, it came from her own mouth that it was because of the way he did for his oldest daughter. That's why she wanted a child with him in the first place. And how he was a great stepdad to her other kids. But hey, like I said, we all watching the same stuff play out. Let me see where I left off. All right, we got 312 in the building. What's the lights looking like, y'all? Somebody keep me updated on the light. Okay, let's see where we at. I read that part. The parties shall have joint decision making in all matters affecting the welfare of the minor child, including but not limited to choice of schools and education, summer camps, extracurricular activities, and daycare, medical treatment, including dental treatment and or counseling for emotional and behavioral problems and religious training. Now, this is where the little magic trick therapist came into play, y'all. And why and how RH was able to use that against LaOnya in court. Because when you share joint legal custody, he is supposed to be in agreement with any and all decisions made concerning this child's well-being. She never told him she was going to hurry up and get a therapist for baby girl and then used it to alienate baby girl and also as a blackmailing tool. Well, I'm not, you could see her once you sign this. Sign that and then you can see her. You can't do that. And that's how he was able to use that against her and put in for a guardian ad litem. And the minute he filed for that guardian ad litem, that therapist turned into a magic trick. Woof, be gone. No cap. Hey, Queen Aries. Hey, Southside Taurus. Turn into a magic trick. Come on now, y'all. We can do better on the likes now. We got 323 in the building. We should be at least 275 on the likes. Let's run it up. Let's run up my super chat goal if you can. If you can't, hit that like button. I will run this intro if need be. Thank you, Aaron. Look at me talking ish. Thank you for that cash out blessing, my love. Hey, Miss Duncan. She turned into a magic trick, Brand. Think about it. We all watching the same show. Where's the therapist, y'all? Where is she? She disappeared. We didn't hear nothing about no therapist after RH put in for a GAL. Disappeared. And even in that paperwork, in that contempt paperwork, it was stated that he said himself, well, he had his attorney, Ms. Grimes, at the time, but it was stated that my client was not aware of a therapist and the respondent hurry up and got a therapist and is using that against my client and keeping the child away from my client, alleging defamatory statements about a Bruce. And this is why I said that, y'all, a Bruce wasn't even mentioned in the divorce. That's the crazy part, because he was able to use that against her, even when it came to the GAL. She's on social media making defamatory statements saying that I abused her in front of our child. That was in the contempt paperwork. So how is it that he was able to use that against you if you sent y'all? And this is why, if you support her, nobody's saying you can't support her. But if you alleging that this man abused this woman, you can very well be sued. Because not only has she not proven it to the courts or social media, y'all ain't proved it. People are literally going off of he say, she say. Well, he said on the audio, well, how far did I drag you? If that's all y'all got to go off of, y'all in trouble. Because if that man was to take her, if he, you know what? This is where you let people do what they want to do, child. Boo banga. Hey, my love. Hey, Miss Roslyn. This is where you let people do what they want to do, y'all. I know I wouldn't want to be on their sides calling this man an abuser when you can literally go to the divorce decree and see no mention of it. After she went on DV panels saying, telling people in the chat, I don't have to prove nothing to y'all. I showed my proof for 3 months and y'all still didn't believe me. I don't have to prove. I'm saving my stuff for the judge. Well, clearly you must have forgot to bring it to court, okay? Because where is it? Where did you make mention of any abuse during your divorce, ma'am? And I'm talking about in court, not on social media. In court where it's supposed to matter, where it's supposed to count. And this is why I could not put my trust in it and depend on her to have a breakthrough or whatever you want to call it. Just like they depending on her right now by loading up that GoFundMe, thinking that she's going to get some type of revenge or victory against her ex-husband on behalf of them. That's it. That's all. Projection of trauma. That's exactly what's going on. And they're going to be highly disappointed because the fact that, child, it's the fact that most of these people already know what time it is. They know what goes on behind the scenes, what happened behind the scenes, and all of that. They know she's a liar, which is why she lost so much support. And I'm not talking about them bots in the millions. I'm talking about the ones that was heavy hitters, the ones that was riding for her for real. The ones that was willing to do criminal ish in the name of her against complete strangers. That's the ones I'm talking about. They no longer support her. Like, child, ain't no way. They banking on that. They gonna be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed because it ain't gonna go the way they think it will. Uh, my bad, y'all. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna go the way they think. Hey, Invincible Empire. Hey, Empress E, baby. Um, wait, wait, what? Who is that? Knowing all the thousands she spent on Homeboy, it'll be hard to help fund her. That's the part that got me. Like, this girl was out here flexing on the money she spent on this ninja. I don't understand it. That's the part that really made me like, ain't no way. It's no way. Once you show me you're irresponsible and careless with your funds, with your coins, and then come out here and say you need help with financial, I mean with legalities, no ma'am. No ma'am. Because if you think about it, she had all the money in the world because this girl been alleging the same stuff been going on social media for the past 2 years. When she had money, she was saying why she didn't use her own money to get a lawyer when she had it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The soul of a woman. Shout out to you, my love. Hey, Sapphire Virgo. Hey, Miss Sheeta to you. You say girl over there struggling with them babies. Where's the daddy? Good question. Hey, Lanika sister. That's my thing, y'all, because it's like, how are we needing so much on a GoFundMe when they say, did they say Janash's was worth 1.5 million? Did they? Did they? I could have sworn I heard some people saying he was worth a milli ticket. A mill ticket, y'all. Like, am I tripping? He ain't got no money to help his fiance. So he can't help her at all. I'm confused. Hey, Cindy Chain. Hey, Simply Royalty. Like, he can't help her at all. She said single mother of six on the GoFundMe. That's what she said. So I would have thought she would have said single mother of four because she's not with the first two baby daddies, but she's claiming to be in a relationship with the third one. So, he's supposed to be helping you financially, physically, mentally, all of the above when it comes to y'all latest two children. So I'm confused, y'all. But hey, you know, they say he the big one. Listen. Thank you, Lanika. Thank you for that blessing, my love. I appreciate your support. All right, let me quit clowning. Where we at? Let's see, y'all. So it says, hold on. Let me see where I stopped. Did I read any of this? Question from an illness. Make it okay, I don't think I even read none of this. Hold on, y'all. Let's family wizard. And take care of such visits. I read that. Parts of schools. Okay, I think I read all of this. Let me see. In order to accomplish this, the party shall attempt to make mutual decisions as to all matters contained in this paragraph affecting the minor child of the parties and maintain consistent roles in the two households calculated to promote the best interests of the child. In all, both parents shall have full access to all medical, educational, extracurricular, religious, and all other aspects of the child's lives. Lives. Documents and providers in parentheses. The parent shall make a good faith effort, y'all. Pay attention to this part. The parent shall make a good faith effort to reach mutual decisions on major issues concerning the child. That's gonna be crazy. That's the sad part about it, because if you can't even speak, like, if you can't even have a civil conversation, how is it that they would even be able to agree on anything crazy that can happen? I don't know. That'll be, and that's so, to even think about that is even crazier. Like, when you can't agree when it comes to a child, baby, that's bad business, because it only affects the child in the end. So let me see, y'all. Where did I stop? It says, if, and this is in bold, if after a good faith effort the parents are unable to agree, then the mother, B. Hampton, shall have the final decision making authority on decisions pertaining to medical, education, religion, and extracurricular activity. That's only if they're not able to agree. And now, and let's say RH was given um legal physical custody, right? The roles would be reversed. Okay. So it says, nevertheless, each party shall be permitted to take the child to any place of worship they desire while the child is his or her care, and each party will equally be responsible for the expenses related to an extracurricular activity the child participates in, with costs not to exceed a total of 2,500 per calendar year, 1,250 per person. So that means, y'all remember when baby girl was on live with her mama and she was asking her mama if she can be a ballerina. She was like, "Can I go to ballet? Can I be a ballerina?" She wants to go to dance school, and her mama was like, "You got some money? You got some dance school? You got some ballerina money?" And she said, you always on the clock. The way you clock in, you should have some money." As if she wasn't getting child support, baby. 13.89 a month to be exact. Baby, that's more than enough to put her in dance school. It ain't that expensive. Anyways, so let's see. Hold on. The party initially paying for the activity shall submit proof of payment within 30 days of paying for the activity, with the name, address, and phone number of the company where the activity is to occur. I guarantee you, excuse me, y'all, if RH was to get um legal physical custody, he would put baby girl in ballet. He would do it. See, long you don't have time for stuff like that. When you have so many kids with limited funds and uh no village, you can't give your children individual quality time. It's hard, it's too hard to put them in don't y'all remember when she was I think she had just had the baby, and one of her sons had a basketball game, or so she said, if I'm not mistaken, and she went live. She was outside in the car, pumping while on live, and she said she was at her son game, right? Wonder what happened with that. That's interesting. So, but let me see. Hold on. The party initially paying. Okay, I read that part. Hold on, y'all. Let me read again. The party initially paying for the activity shall submit proof of payment within 30 days of paying for the activity, with the name, address, and phone number of the company where the activity is to occur. The other party shall pay his or her portion of the activity within 30 days directly to the company, not to her, to the company. All parties shall be given notice of any events related to the extracurricular activity, and shall be allowed to attend. The party who has enrolled the child into the activity shall give notice to the other party. But you can't do none of this when you don't get along. When you hate slash despise the person you decided to procreate with, you can't get along and you can't do none of this. If you can't function with a basic civil conversation, they definitely ain't gonna be able to coexist when it comes to baby girl trying to go to ballet. Okay? Child, especially when you dealing with a mama who you can't trust because you don't know what she gonna do, child. Hey, Fortune Pay. Okay, let me see where we at, y'all. Hold on. I read that part. Part of the rule. Okay. Both parents shall have the right to participate in making any major health care decisions concerning the health, welfare, and well being of the minor child. The term major health care shall include those decisions which reasonably and objectively pose a serious health THREAT to the child and would normally include those situations which may involve ongoing chronic health care, surgery, or hospitalization. It is not the intent of the parties pursuant to this provision to include normal and customary minor ailments and illnesses. Hey, Mr. Ned. Oh, yeah, she done spent a pretty penny. Hey, all five of me on Janostals, especially when it comes to jewelry. She need to go pawn it. Or if you still got your receipt, take it back. Especially if it was real. If it was real, take it back. Because you need the coin. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be walking around here giving my vehicles back and child struggling and this ninja wearing literally wearing a house on his body as jewelry. Wearing a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Ain't no way. Hey, Miss Charlene. Yes, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and I have kids. And yes, the kids have all their immunization shots and their dentist care before the kids start school. Yep. Oh, so it is like that in Georgia. Thank you, Queen Irie. Yep, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if she don't. You know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Okay, let me see where we at. Okay. Each, hold on. It says each party jointly and severally shall have the right to authorize emergency. I was going too fast, y'all. Emergency medical and dental treatment and procedures for the child. If a decision must be made in an emergency, well, technically RH can't really do nothing because he only get baby girl on the weekend. So, I don't know too many dentists that's open on the weekend. But if a decision must be made in an emergency, then the party who has a child in his or her physical care at the time may make the decision after first trying to reach and consult with the other party. Child, I could see that being used as an excuse. Oh, I tried to call, they didn't answer. Did you really though? Okay. Let me see. Thereafter, the party making the decision shall continue to attempt to notify the other party and shall do so until the other party is contacted, right? Then it says, let me see. C, number one, parenting time. This way it starts to get good. The father shall be entitled to visit with the child at any reasonable time the parties mutually agree upon and shall not be limited by the schedule outlined in this agreement. Emphasis on that. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take Tylenol because my head is hurting. My eyes start to squint. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. All right, so let me see where we at. It says the father, y'all pay attention to this part. The father shall be entitled to visit with the child at any reasonable time the parties mutually agree upon and shall not be limited by the schedule outlined in this agreement, which basically means that for the ones in the back, if they were to mutually agree upon a visitation, they don't have to follow the court's schedule. They only follow the schedule if they cannot agree, right? They basically saying, hey, this is y'all child. We're going to give y'all a chance to be mature and get it right. And in the event that y'all can't be mature and get it right, y'all going to follow this outline. All else fails, this is what it is. Okay? This is what it is, child. Okay, which I feel is very sad because like I just don't like that when you got other people dictating what go on with your child and you the one who made that child. That child. Anyway, so I don't like when people use the court system because they're bitter and scorned and not because they actually need to utilize the court system, right? Now, if she would have been dealing with an actual DB, like the first baby daddy, then yeah. But she knew doggone well RH was gonna help her with that baby. Period. And I stand on that. And I stand on that because of everything she said about his character when it comes to him being a stepdad, a step up man, and a great husband and father. Those were her words. And I'm basing it off of actions. I'm not basing it off of, well, I was lying, I was pretending. No, I'm basing it off of your actions. Because when you don't believe a person's word, you follow their actions. And her actions say she was telling the truth when she said that that man was a good husband and a good father. Her actions said it. You know why? She married him twice and paid for the whole thing. She paid for everybody to fly out. Babe, I'm not doing that for a man that ain't worth ish. Okay? Is you crazy? So it's and went out her way to get pregnant by this man because she was on birth control. She stopped taking it allegedly. And this came from I remember RH doing a video about both baby mamas and how they trapped him. Y'all remember that video? I don't know if it's still up, but I remember when he posted it. Stop taking birth control. And how you know he wasn't lying when it came to Laonia is because there's a video, and it's probably on my page. I know Harmony posted it also, where Laonia was on live stream taking pregnancy tests when she got pregnant for RH, and she was like trying to be quiet and this and that. And I don't know how I'm gonna tell my husband. Well, if y'all planning a pregnancy, it shouldn't be. I don't know how I'm gonna tell him. You know, most married people plan their pregnancy, or they don't have an issue because they know they having unprotected X. So you know what comes from that. That's why I be like, people be so weird when they be like, oh, they be so surprised when a baby come 9 months later, like they wasn't going in that thing RAW. Okay, make that make sense. And also, not to mention the video where she was being real sneaky and she was holding Lala, and RH was like, "Come in the kitchen and help me cook. Get off alive and come help me cook." Right? And she was like, "And I'll come in a minute. I come in a minute." And somebody say, how many kids you have in the comments?" And she say, "3, working on number 4." And then look back to see if he was listening. Ciao. Bye. Anyways, so it says, let's go back. If the parties are unable to reach an agreement, the father shall be permitted to visit with the minor child on the first and third weekends of each month, as well as the first, third, and fifth weekends of each calendar year. on Friday at 6:30 p.m. and ending on the following Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Except that if a Monday is a federal holiday, Father's visitation shall be extended until Monday 6:30 p.m. Right? And then it has the full breakdown of the visitation in the event that they can't agree. See, they actually follow this court outline visitation because they can't agree. I probably didn't even try to agree. When you're dealing with a bitter baby mama, it's best to go by the courts. That way you can be have everything documented. That way, when need be, and you gotta file 15 to 20 contempts because the same person who took you to court ain't following the court's order that signed to the order, yeah, you'll have all of that ready, set, go. So it says spring break 6:30 p.m. The day school lets out until 6:30 p.m. the day before school resumes. Father odd numbered years, mother even numbered years. Memorial Day 6:30 p.m. Friday before until 6:30 p.m. Memorial Day. And it says mother odd number years, Labor Day same thing. Thanksgiving from the day school releases for the start of the Thanksgiving break at 6:30 p.m. until the day before school resumes at 6:30 p.m. Christmas vacation. The Christmas break shall be broken into two parts from the day from the day school releases for the start of the Christmas break until December 26th at 6:30 p.m. and December 26th at 6:30 p.m. until the day prior to the start of school following the Christmas break. The party shall alternate the second part of the break. Summer vacation period, which is coming up. Hey, Envy Me. What's up, my love? Hey, Gaming with Jay. Hey, Miss Diane. Hey, Miss Debbie. Shout out to y'all. Nola Bunny in the building. We got 363 with the lights looking like, y'all. 363, only 3 people donated to my goal. I'm sad. I'm so sad. Let me stop. What the lights looking like? Miss Nina say, ladies, can we get 98 likes, please? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better with the likes now. That's free. That is free. Okay? So it says summer vacation, and we're going to see how this going to go, y'all, because the court date is June 3rd. I think it's June 3rd. Yeah. So, father shall have 3 weeks of visitation each summer. Father shall have the first 2. My thing, this is just me, y'all, but I personally think when it's like this, when y'all share joint, mutual, whatever you want to call it, when they share joint custody, this is my opinion, but I personally think that the father should get the full sum. Because us mothers, we be wanting a break, baby. 3 weeks. Is you crazy? I thought it had him the whole school year. Even though, the dad get him every other weekend, but get that man the whole summer. Unless, let's say the mom has a vacation plan. Then, okay, let's talk about it. Let me take baby girl, such and such these days, and then you can have her for the rest of the summer. But that's when you grown and you can compromise. When you mature like that, yeah, you can compromise. And it's just real sad because it's like at some point you got to get over the hurt. Don't allow your trauma, your heartbreak, your whatever you want to call it to go untreated for years, and the child is the only one that will be affected because both parties move on. But when you a mother, you still harboring because more often than not, women love harder, so women hate even harder. Okay? So when you still harboring that hate, regardless of the fact that you didn't move on, it still affects your baby. Period. Momo the only one gonna be affected in this. And it's real sad because she loved both of her parents. I can't stress that enough. Even though some people, we don't like the mom's behavior, how she acts, and all of that, but her baby still loves her, y'all. She loves her mama. That's her mama. She loves her daddy, even though people try to make it seem like, oh, she loves her mama more. No, she loves both of them. And you could tell by how she with when she's with them. Because if we really want to keep it a buck, the only one I seen a video with where Momo was saying, I don't like you, I'm going to beat you up, was to her mama. Yeah. I ain't never seen her in a video telling her daddy she didn't like him. So even though kids say crazy stuff, okay? Kids do say some off the wall is so, but still. Thank you, my love. Thank you for that super chat blessing. We up to 4, y'all. Got 11 more. Anybody else? Super chat party for your girl. Super chat party for your girl. Okay. All right. Let me finish reading because my eye is starting to hurt, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Where we at? Third parties. We got 370 in the building. Run them lights up, y'all. Run them lights up. Hey, Miss Sandra. Don't judge me, y'all, but I'm praying RH gets custody. You ain't the only one. It's a lot of people praying. It's a lot of people praying that he get custody of his baby. All right, let's see. Third parties. The parties are invested in protecting the minor child. Accordingly, no third party shall be around the minor child unsupervised if that person has had a conviction for child sexual or physical abuse. This is where it gets really good. Okay? This is where contempt comes into play. For the ones who saying he's putting up, crazy charges and this and that, and being spiteful. No. The facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. We can't ignore the facts just because of personal hate. The daddy has a record. And that record consists of child, you know what? And it's in their divorce decree. And I personally think RH put that in the decree for a reason. Because this had to be typed up and both parties had to agree to. Her family is loaded with them. They loaded down. You got the brother, you got the daddy, child, she accused the brother-in-law, child by. And y'all mad at him for wanting his child? Y'all crazy. Hey, Natia. And I could only imagine the stuff baby girl done said. Leave me alone, Nola. Her family loaded with them PDF files. Thank you, Miss Beverly. And it's a lot. Let me say this. It's a lot of families that have PDF files. Especially when it be them little small towns. Child, it be a whole lot of INCEST going on in them little small towns. Okay? But no, you can't get mad at this man for wanting to make sure his baby's innocence is protected until she's old enough to choose for herself. Because when a PDF file or a registered vehicle abuses a child, they take their innocence. It's not a choice. Babies don't have a choice in that matter. And a baby, it's up to the parent to protect, right? So if you got a mother who's not willing to protect you from this unintentionally, let me say that because I'm pretty sure her goal is to protect her children. But when it's a situation like this and you choosing your pappy, well, you kind of unintentionally choosing your pappy over your children's well-being. Basically, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Sorry. Hey, Cancer 66. Hey, T. T say custody granted. T claiming it, baby. Did I say thank you, Miss Beverly, for that super chat? Super sticker blessing, my love. Let me see. Shout out to you for being an 18-month member, rocking out with your girl in the grown woman pack. You say I can't believe I missed a whole hour of the live. I'm so mad. I know. I wonder why. Because we know, especially on the weekend, even though it's the weekend, I still be having a packed house. We only got like 355 in here. And that's actually on the low end for me. On the weekend, baby. Because the last 2 lives, we had 600 people in the chat. Maybe some people turning up. They might be out, child. They out and about. All right, let's see. Um, Thank you, Miss Norma. You said for great content. Thank you for that blessing, my love. I appreciate your support. All right, let's get to the good parts, y'all. Package your ads on. Yeah, my ads on. If you can't see them, you got to go out and come back in. But they on. All right. We read the summer vacation, and like I said, y'all, I feel like they should be able to mutually agree on that. But I feel like the dad should get the whole summer unless a vacation is planned, and then they discuss. Well, I want to take. I don't want baby girl to miss out on this memory or adventure with her siblings, so I'll take her these couple days, and then you can have her the rest of the summer. That's how I feel like it should be handled. Okay, and then it says 2, telephone/video time. Fathers shall be permitted to have telephone/video time via the parenting app with the minor child every day beginning at 6 p.m. Said communication shall last no longer than 15 minutes in duration. That's another thing I do not agree with. And I feel like it's sad because who are you to tell me what time I could talk to my child, how long I could talk to my child? 15 minutes in duration? So I could only talk to my child for 15 minutes after 6 o'clock every day. And then I have to hang up, and then I could possibly talk to him again maybe after 30 minutes to pass in another 15 minutes. Is you crazy? Like, y'all, that one was crazy. Which I feel like in any event that the parents are not together, the child, there should be some type. They could pay for it, like go half on it, but it should be some type of device, especially when you can't get along. When the parents can't get along, the parents should either go half on a cell phone or iPad or whatever, and let that child talk to their parent whenever they want. Unless it's school days, they gotta be to bed for a certain time. That's cool, but come on now, putting a stipulation on how long and what time you can talk to your child, that's weird to me. That's weird and that's crazy. Thank you, Cancer 66. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you for that blessing, my love. And shout out to Envy Me for getting that membership. Members only live tomorrow, y'all. Hey, Miss Latanya. You say, hey, Pac, I'm in the building, better late than never. And yes, I hit the like button when I tune in. Let's go. Shout out to you. Nola Bunny say, right, that tips me off. No longer than 15 minutes talking to your kid. That's weird. That is crazy. So, but they both mutually agreed to that, y'all. They both mutually agreed to it. So I guess at that point, RH was like, bro, let's just get this over with. Because, for the longest, she was saying he was holding up the divorce. When in all actuality, technically he wasn't. Because he's the petitioner. He filed the initial paperwork. All she had to do was agree to it. And to think about it, eventually she did. The only difference is they could have had a non-contested divorce where neither party needed an attorney. That's how simple that paperwork was that he initially had. But she got her lawyer. They went in, did provisions. She started asking for this. She wanted alimony initially. She said it could be 50-50 with baby girl. Then she decided she wanted child support. So technically, he wasn't holding up nothing. Because if I'm the one who filed, if I'm the petitioner who filed the initial paperwork, and I'm like, hey, it's so simple. We can do this non-contested, be done in 30 days. Just look over it, even if you need somebody to, a lawyer or whatever to look over it to make sure you good, then that's it. That's it. But because she wanted to be difficult, I think she had a feeling, and this is just my personal opinion, y'all. I think she had a feeling in the back of her mind that if all else fails, because RH was her scapegoat, he was her crutch. He put her onto the game and everything. Even though she was coming out here saying something totally different, we all know he put her on. And it's obvious. You can see it at this point. Look at her going viral on these big platforms, and people in the comments don't even know who she is. They know her as LaTruth ex who drug him through the mud after he divorced her. That's the type of comments I seen in these people chat. They don't know her. So I think in the back of her mind, she was like, if I can't succeed with this platform is because this, to be honest, is not really her thing. He put her on. And to be in my opinion, when you put somebody on, you never give them all the salt. You give them just a little bit. You don't give it all to them because you never know what they're gonna do with it. You never know. The teacher never gives all the game, in my opinion. But look at what happened. They separated. She had no content. She got with Janostrals and started coming out here doing voiceovers. What her supporters was saying skits, but it was voice TikTok voiceover. That ain't no skit. No content, recycling pranks. Child. Anyways, but I think that's why she needed some security. Because if you actually seen the divorce decree, well, her response, let me say that, because the response in the decree is totally different. But if you actually see her response to his petition, she asked for alimony initially to keep up the lifestyle and maintenance that she was used to while she was with him. No cap. I can show y'all that document. That was part of her response. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, damn. Didn't she say she was the bag and she took care of him? Well, why you want alimony from him if he ain't got no money and you kept yourself up? So why like I'm confused. Why would you want or need alimony from a man you're telling the world is broke? That was crazy. But hey, that's why I say for the real answers, clock that divorce. But it's too late now because the documents is sealed. So if you ain't got it before they were sealed, you ain't gonna get it, child. Miss Gita said I saw that comment too. I seen it under multiple. I seen comments like that under World Star. I seen comments under that Hemi dude that got over 100K views on his reaction to her video, and under Antoine Daniels. They was tearing her down. They when I tell y'all they was eating her up in them comments, and she talking about lesson learned. She gonna go comment on that talking about lesson learned. RH put things in his decree with explanation. Maybe I missed it, but I don't see reason behind her demands for Mo. What you mean? Hey, Sway Lala too. He did. Yep, he did. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Okay, my bad, y'all. Let me see where we at here. Thank you, Miss Bradford Lynn. Thank you for that super sticker. Blessing my love. Okay, so let me see where we at, y'all. But yeah, she did that. She initially asked for alimony because she wasn't in the back of her mind. She didn't know if she was gonna succeed in this social media game. And look at how it's going now. Me personally, I think RH is the king of Facebook, king of social media, if you ask me, because he put so many people on, y'all. He been around before Facebook even started being monetized. Before they started paying on Facebook, he was having millions of followers. So I personally think he gonna be okay with this recession going on with social media. But her, I don't know, child. If them degrees real, now is the time. Eventually, she gonna have to put them to use. Put them to use, and it's gonna be real hard to. They basically, if her degrees are real, they're basically worthless right now. And the reason why I say that is because to have that and to have had them for what 10 years, with not a lick of experience, no recent experience outside of social media influencer is crazy. That's gonna be real hard, baby. And that's the crazy part about the working industry, period. Because it's like they want you to have experience. You can have a degree and they still won't hire you if you don't have no experience. You get hired faster with experience than having a degree. That's real crazy to me. Or based on who you know, who can put you on. So she gonna have a tough, okay? She gonna have a real tough one. Unless something shake on Facebook. Because that's her biggest paying platform. Let me see. So it says the parties, we're on the third parties now, y'all. The parties are invested in protecting the minor child. Accordingly, no third party shall be around the minor child unsupervised if that person has had a conviction for child sexual or physical abuse. No third party shall be around the minor child unsupervised if that person has had a conviction for child sexual or physical abuse. Neither party shall allow a third party, including family members, to make any social media postings, including but not limited to any photographs, videos, and or comments pertaining to the minor child at issue. That part was crazy. And I think that was something LaOnya wanted. Because she didn't want his siblings to be able to post baby girl. I personally think that it wasn't. No, let me take that back, y'all, because Janashus was also using and posting baby girl to antagonize him. So it probably was a mutual agreement with that part. Yeah, it was mutual because it was, on both ends. All right. So, but mainly because Janashus was being slick. And how ironic is that you using this man child to antagonize him, but then when you have your cheering, you try to accuse this man of videoing your babies in the back seat while doing a visitation exchange. I don't even think he was there. I think LaOnya lied and told him that as if this man don't wear his Ray-Ban recording glasses everywhere, every time they meet up. And that's where all this buffoonery started with the turtle situation. But if I could recall, when that statement was made, that wasn't the only thing he referenced. If I'm not mistaken, I think he referenced VCRs and something else. So it wasn't just he was saying it in the sense of I don't care if y'all got some turtles back there, VCRs, or he said multiple things. So why was it that the turtle comment was the only thing? I can't stand when people take stuff out of context and try to make it fit their narrative to make it a bad thing. That's crazy to me. That's real crazy. And that video is still out there. So people can easily go to the video to reference what he said. But hey, y'all know how it is on social media. People take stuff and run with it. So let me see, because my head is hurting, y'all. I'm gonna try to hurry and wrap this up. Let me see. It says neither party shall. Okay, I read that part. And that's in bold. Okay, that's in bold. Probably because she was allowing Janashus to use her child on social media. Social media, number 5. Nothing about the child's school, child's location shall be shared on social media. Both parties shall remove any and all social media content posted in the past about the other party. Y'all remember they had to remove all that stuff, and I only kept saying September 1st, September 1st. Yeah, that's what they talking about. That's what they talking about. He didn't cancel 66. He never directly called them babies no turtles. He didn't. He did not. He referenced a few things, including VCRs. So that's why I didn't understand why people took that out of context. But like I said, y'all know how social media is, especially when people trying to find a reason. So it says, okay, both parties shall remove everything off of social media on or before September 1st. The parties shall post an individual positive statement regarding the finalization of their divorce and working together to co-parent and foster a positive environment for the best interest of their daughter. Okay. Neither party shall influence, entice third parties, including family members and social media followers, to harass and or disparage the other party. And the key word is entice. Keyword is entice. You know, they try to say because it have been times where RH will go in people's chats and comment that he was promoting. I remember Laonya saying after she got arrested for putting out uh the nude photo, he be in they chats telling them keep bullying my ex-wife, keep going, don't stop, don't stop. I'm like, when has this man ever said anything like that at all? I'm confused. Child. Hey Mila, hey Ursula. Okay, so it says, okay, um neither party shall influence, entice third parties, including family members and social media followers, to harass and or disparage the other party. As mentioned in paragraph 4, neither party shall allow a third party, including family members, to make any social media postings, but not limited to any photographs, videos, and or comments pertaining to the minor child at issue. Relocation, transportation, place of exchange for visitation, number 6. Thank you, solid as a rock. Shout out to you. You say hashtag free Momo till it's backwards. It's me, Lupac Angela. Oh, I keep forgetting, girl. I keep forgetting you changed your name. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support, my love. Okay, so it says relocation. The party shall give 30 days notice of relocation. Y'all remember when Laonya lied and said she was moving back to she said she was moving to South Carolina. Not North Carolina where her dad and them at, South Carolina. That's kind of how people knew it was a lie, child. But well, I wonder what happened with that. So it say the party shall give 30 days notice of relocation. The party relocating shall provide the address of relocation, the child's school, and any updated phone numbers and or email address. Said notification shall be in writing with a copy of said writing retained by the other. She didn't do that when she moved. Okay, well, she didn't move technically, but she was trying to say she did move. She was lying to him and said she moved. If y'all remember, she even posted a moving truck, child. That, ooh, that's a dangerous person. So, so it's saying, hold on, let me see. Said notification shall be in writing with a copy of said writing retained by the other. The parties understand and acknowledge the mother has disclosed that she plans to relocate to Charlotte, North Carolina on or before the start of 2024-2025 school year. Accordingly, mother's relocation on or before August 31st shall not be considered a material change of circumstances for purpose of filing a modification. And the crazy part is, let's say she were to decide to move now. All of this goes out the window because it was a different location and everything. They had the date set up and all of that. So they would have to go through court and everything again. Well, she would have to do modification because you had it set for August that you were moving and all of that. Ain't went nowhere, child. Down the road. For Janash. So let me see where we at. Shall not, and I just said that, shall not be considered a material change of circumstances for purpose of filing a modification. Transportation for a minor child in place of exchange. Okay, though I ain't gonna really read this one because of the location, y'all. The party shall meet at the blank for all visitation exchanges so long as the mother is still living in the state of Georgia. Upon mother's relocation to the state of North Carolina, all visitation exchanges shall take place at the blank, located at the blank, which is a halfway point for both parties. Let me see. I got a headache. Oh shoot, I accidentally clicked off of it. Hold on, y'all. Dang, I lost my spot. Oh, where is it? All these doggone papers. Hold on, y'all. Uh, hold on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find my paper. Okay, I ain't gonna do this part. It's about the child support. I ain't gonna put too much of their business. Ooh, my head hurt, y'all. I might have to stop. Ugh, I'm starting to hurt. Wait. Thank you, Ma. Do she say, dang it, I'm so sick of being late. Hey, pocket chat. Hashtag Primo move from Long. Y'all crazy, bro. It's the hashtag for me. I don't know why they don't give my notifications, y'all. Ooh, my eyes are squinting. Hey, Miss Glenda, did she leak one of their drop off locations? Thought I heard that in someone's chat. Wait, is that true? She cares nothing about. I don't know, and I can't speak to it because that's hearsay. You know, I don't. I try to stay away from hearsay, and you know what we thought or what we could have seen or didn't see. I don't like to put that out into the atmosphere, but I didn't see that, so I can't speak to that, y'all. I can't speak to that because I didn't witness it with my own eyes, child. Oh, let my eye drops in. But I think that's. Let me see if that's it. I see the child support part, which that's already out. We know how much it's supposed to be paid. Uh, medical insurance. Oh, I can read that part. Hold on. Let's see. Dependency exemption. Okay. Let me see. Okay, medical insurance. The child is currently on the mother's insurance for medical and dental. The mother shall provide the father with a copy of the insurance card. The father shall have the right to contact the insurance company directly for any reason pertaining to the minor child issue, including to verify cost of the minor child's portion of the premium, any uncovered medical bill, copay, deductible amount, or other medical, hospital, psychological, vision, drug, orthodontic, dental expenses not covered by any insurance shall be paid by equally by the parties. In all, um, B. Hampton shall continue to provide medical insurance for baby girl for as long as she is obligated to support the minor child. The parents shall work together to get the maximum benefits of any such insurance. Each parent shall be responsible for one half of the cost of any medical, dental, optical, prescription, orthodontic, psychiatric, hospital, and other such expenses not covered by insurance for a baby girl. The parents shall each give the other copies of all bills, receipts, explanation of benefits, and other such documents within 10 days of the receipt of the document. Um, each parent shall pay their portion of the uncovered expense within 30 days of the receipt of the documentation. The above referenced expenses for the child shall be the obligation of both parties until the child reaches the age of 18 years, DIES, marries, into the armed forces, or is otherwise emancipated. In the event the child reaches 18 years of age while in secondary high school, then the support shall continue until baby girl graduates secondary school, which is college, leaves school, or reaches the age of 20 years, whichever first occurs. Yep, that's it, y'all. That's it for the child portion. The other stuff I'm gonna read it on members only tomorrow. If you wanna join us, you can, but you gotta get that membership. Let me what time it is? Let me get off my head hurt. I need to go eat something, y'all. It's Saturday. It's almost 9 o'clock. We 15 minutes away. Well, we 15 minutes away from 9. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with your girl. I be trying to go to 2 hours, y'all, but I got a lingering headache that still ain't went away, y'all. So I'm gonna get off and rest my eyes because it's starting to make my eyes squint. But I think I seen Queen Fee went live. So let me see. Oh, should I close the phone? I think Queen Fee is live, y'all. But I'm gonna jump. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know the exact time I'm gonna go live with the members only live. I'm not sure. More than likely, it's gonna be in the morning. Pac, why is there child support if custody is 50-50? Because she requested it. It was supposed to be 50-50. That's the thing. His initial petition with the divorce was 50-50, and she actually agreed to it, but changed her mind. She changed her mind. She wanted the coins, baby. She didn't want to do 50-50. Because we know, us women know that when you go 50-50, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a whole lot. It don't take a whole lot to take care of a child. And that's just being honest. Unless you're trying to keep up a certain lifestyle, a certain maintenance, like when she asked for alimony initially to maintain. That's it. But child, when you ain't no basketball player, football, and I'm talking about professional, where you trying to maintain a certain lifestyle, it don't cost no thousands of dollars a month for no child. Period. Unless you got them in private school, and it's certain stipulations. But yeah, she wanted that child support. She knew she would get more out of the child support than going 50-50 with them. And that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it, child. But I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Even if I do a members only live, y'all, more than likely I'll still do a public live later in the evening. We'll see what happens. But I'm about to drop a video for y'all, so be on the lookout for that. I got to upload it, and then I'm going to drop it. But I'm about to run that beat. See you guys tomorrow.
It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth tell a big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth tell a big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth tell a big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth tell a big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes.